The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real. Well, I guess since the show producers don't want to give Wendy a proper send off, I guess we have to be the ones to do it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? What's up, Stevie? Thank you for coming. Sebastian, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to all my members, by the way. Y'all keep the bills paid. What's up, Sunlight? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's up, Michelle? What's up, Wendy Lynn? What's up, Super K? Who else we got up in here? Okay, I see y'all piling in now. Okay. You know, at first when you first started live, a lot of y'all don't know this. You just be all like, where the hell is everybody? Like, where everybody at? You know? But you know, as you start the show, people start coming in. So shout out to everybody in the bushes too as well. Oh, Sebastian, you cried? I honestly, to tell you the truth, I didn't watch the last episode. I just thought, because isn't there a blackout movement going on? It's like basically you don't watch the last show, and I feel like it's a little disingenuous for them to even. They shouldn't have did a last show. The last show should have been. No, the last show was the last show that had Wendy on it. I'm just telling the truth, y'all. I'm just telling the truth. The last show, what's up, Otto's mom? What's up, Southern Belle? The last show, the final episode of the Wendy show was the last one when she was on there. That was the last show. The last show been happened. But the last show of the Wendy Williams show, she should have been there, and she should have been you know, a part of the show. I know the report said she didn't want to, she refused to do like a little package video and tell everybody thank you and stuff like that, and rightfully so. Like, this, if this your last week and you going out, right, you should at least host the last week. I mean, come on now. Because they could have did pre-recorded shows for the last week, and then just had Wendy on there telling everybody she loved them. You know, hopefully, you know, they'll see her back on TV again. Boom, 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 and then moved on. But for y'all to do this whole show and not even have this lady like live there, even. And here's another thing too. I don't blame Wendy for not doing it. Do you blame her? You got to think about it. You're there with your predecessor. Is it predecessor or successor? Which one it is? The person that takes it after you. That's your predecessor, right? No, that's your successor, I believe. Y'all know I didn't finish college. Which one is it, y'all? Tell me in the comments. I was short. Oh, right. See, Anna agrees. Yeah. They could have did more. Okay, successor. Yeah, you're the predecessor, and then you got to be there with your successor because they're going to take over your show. That's awkward. I wouldn't want to do that shit either. Oh, hold on, because you know we like the kind of money that jingles and the kind that fold. If you'd like to drop $1 or $2, go ahead and send a Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or Super Chat or Super Sticker. But yeah, that's awkward, y'all. I wouldn't want to do that. Hell no. Crystal said she's probably suing them. So Oh, good point. I know Kevin Hunter is suing. And speaking of Kevin, Kevin did slam them and was all like, yo, how they go? This has never happened in the history of talk shows to have a show. And thank you, Nicole. Have a show that's ending and don't have the actual host. Like this isn't called like the late night show or daytime something something. The show is called the Wendy Show. Like Wendy has to be there to be a part of it. It's disingenuous not having her there. What's up, Amy J? It's disingenuous not having her there or having her be a part of her legacy to wave everybody off or say bye. Yeah, they should have worked this out better. I believe at the end of the day, and this is just my assumption, I believe at the end of the day, when that whole thing happened, when she said, I like Sherri, but I'm not going to watch her show, I think that was the nail in the coffin right there. That was the nail in the coffin when she said, I like Sherri, but I'm not going to watch her show. I think that's when it was it. And then Sherri came back and said, Wendy's not well. Yeah, we knew. We knew, like I told you, the last time the show was over was when Wendy was on there, but now it's definitely over. Um, and I don't think this is going to look good for Sherri. What's up, Wendy Lucas? I don't think this is going to look good for Sherri. It definitely is not going to look good for her. And I'm not even saying it's Sherri's fault because at the end of the day, they offer her a job, take it. If they offer me a job and was all like AT2, we want you to be the new host, I would take it. I'm not gonna lie about that. I would definitely take it. I'll be like, oh, okay, well shit, I'm gonna be the new host. So what too bad, feel sad, so sorry for you, but I'm gonna take over the show. So I totally get where Sherri is coming from, but them handicapping Sherri is not gonna look good. Like a lot of people said, she gonna get the Nick Cannon treatment. She gonna get the Nick Cannon treatment. Be canceled mid-season. She gonna be canceled mid-season because it's just not going to look good for her at all. And we want, and at the end of the day, I'll be honest, I do think, I wish her the best. I wish Sherri, show success. I'm not saying that it shouldn't, but, same format, same people, same this, same that. We still going to look at it as the Wendy Show. Just because you peeled the tape off and scratched it off and put Sherri on it does not mean that we don't think of that show as the Wendy Show. And they kind of think like this in a way. They're thinking like, oh, since, we're going in the Wendy time slot and stuff like that, people are going to want to watch it. But I think people were watching it off the strength of a few things. One, the love for Wendy. Two, the strength that Wendy was going to come back one day. Three, because they were able to change out the guest host, where if you didn't like somebody, you can watch another, the next week's show with another guest host with them, changing them out. And then four, I think that people probably were under the impression and maybe thought that, if we keep watching and the ratings are strong, maybe they'll offer Wendy her job back, or they'll keep the show and not cancel it. None of those things end up happening. So yeah, with Sherri going to take it over, yeah, womp womp. It ain't gonna be the same, y'all. What's up, Just Curious? I see you too. So anyway, so TMZ, and I can't play you because TMZ has something to do with it. When you are thank you. But TMZ, and I can't play it because it's TMZ, they caught up with Norman and they caught up with Suzanne. Suzanne was the lady that always laughed at the jokes and clapped. She looked goofy and ridiculous. Norman is Norman, loser. So anyway, they did Wendy wrong, so we can go in on these people. So they caught up with Norman and they were like, Norman, have you talked to Wendy? He was all like, no, I haven't talked to her. So you telling me you ain't called this lady and been like, hey, Wendy, I just want to check on you. I just want to thank you. These motherfuckers should be kissing her feet. They should be rubbing her feet. Them swollen feet that Wendy got, they should be rubbing her feet because without her, they wouldn't be shit. They wouldn't be shit. I'm going on record saying it. They wouldn't be shit without Wendy, and they needed Wendy there. They needed to thank her. They needed to rub her swollen ankles. They needed to be kissing her feet and maybe even her ass too. I'm just saying, it just seems disingenuous. You say, "Oh no, I haven't talked to her." Like it's just casual. Like, no, I haven't talked to her. No, you should talk. You should say, "Hey, I called her, but I didn't hear back. I'm waiting to hear back from her," or something like that. Don't say, "Oh, I haven't talked to her," because then we're looking like, wait, you saying like how sad you are the show ended, but you ain't called like the person. You ain't sad that the show ended because you still gonna have another job in the September because he was promoting the Sherri shows coming in September and stuff like that. You ain't sad about Wendy. You don't give a damn. Now, Suzanne, that's a motherfucker right there. And let me tell you why. Because they asked Suzanne, they were like, "Suzanne, have you talked to Wendy?" She completely ignored them. That's why I was quiet, y'all. They were like, "Suzanne, have you talked to Wendy?" She kept walking, and was silent. She did not say anything like, "Hey, I called Wendy to make sure she was good. I'm happy Wendy is this and that. Da 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 da. Hope she get better." She didn't say nothing. These motherfuckers have been plotting to get Wendy ass up out of there. I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't want to believe me. Y'all don't want to believe me, but they've been trying to get Wendy ass up out of there. And the reason why they're so happy is because like they're like, "Thank God we don't have to deal with that train wreck. Thank God we don't have to deal with this lady and her disabilities. Thank God we don't have to deal with that headache. Thank God we don't have to deal with that beep." I'm telling you, that's what they think. That's what they think. Y'all get mad at me, but that's what they think. I'm telling you. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and play a commercial and I'm going to drop the link for you guys and we'll be right back. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AT2. And a lot of people want to know, like, "Hey, AT2, I want to be able to use StreamYard like you. Can you help me out?" Well, you are in luck. I am going to go ahead and be teaching StreamYard classes. Go ahead and hit me up on Instagram, either at AT2_for_real, or hit me up via email at AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. I'll definitely hit you back, let you know what the price is, because you can't be telling everybody your prices. Hey, do you have a business, a YouTube channel, or whatever you want to promote on AT2's channel?
Yeah, I'm AT2.
If you want to promote on my channel, please just let me know. I can even create the promo video for you if you would like. Just hit me up either in the DM on Instagram, AT2_for_real, or hit me up via email at AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. Again, that's AT2entertainmentbooking@gmail.com. I'll let you know the prices, what I can help you with, and we'll come up with a plan. Another thing, I'm unemployed, so I can't be hooking y'all up with discounts and stuff until the business get off the ground. Y'all know what it. Help a brother out. Y'all know how it is. All right, I went ahead and dropped the link. I had seen Erica's comment. Now, I do believe that is true. I do believe that probably she's not answering the calls, but they already betrayed her and stabbed her in the back. So why would she answer the calls? Like, if you do me wrong already, I'm not going to answer the call. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. I keep forgetting to say that. What's up, Sebastian? What's up, Autumn's mom? How y'all doing?
Hello.
All right, let's go ahead and start with Autumn's mom first. Autumn mom, go ahead and tell us what you think about the whole scenario and situation.
I didn't watch Sebastian. If anything, I'll watch the clips later on YouTube because I felt it just wasn't right to do. I haven't watched all week. Be honest, I haven't watched in months. I think the last show I saw was after the Oscars and Vivica was up there with Carson Daly, and I saw that train wreck and I said, I can't do this no more. You killed my brain cells. But as far as the production and company going, the way they did her was foul, and I think it's wrong. But I will be honest in saying, let's not forget and act like we didn't hear that these people have been dealing with quote unquote a toxic work environment for years, dating all the way back to when Kevin was there and how he used to run things. So, yes, they probably are ecstatic that they don't have to deal with that nonsense again. Now, as far as you
Right.
saying that they need to be rubbing her feet and kissing her behind and they wouldn't be nothing without her, I don't think that's true. I don't think that one person is
Oh,
ever the sum and the whole of anybody else. These people have produced other shows prior to, and they'll go on to produce other shows after. Unfortunately, this situation didn't work out. I do think that they're setting Sherri up for failure because I was one of the ones that in the beginning was like, listen, I'm not mad at her. They're going to give that chair to
mhm.
somebody. If not her, then who? Let her take the job. But the way it got so messy and dirty and underhanded, I just don't even want to be a part of that. They teach you, they say everything needs to be done with decency and order. There was nothing decent and there was nothing in order about how the end of the show went down. So I think
Mm,
at this point, daytime talk show might be a dinosaur. You know what I mean? I don't think too many people are going to be watching it the way that they
right.
have been in
They
the
canceled a
past.
lot of those
Yeah,
shows already,
exactly.
so
So it's going to be. I think they did her disservice. I do think, unfortunately, I don't see it succeeding because I think a lot of us are just like, no, we got other things to do and worry about
right.
than that mess.
Yeah, and here's my thing too, because as far as me saying like they need to rubber feet and rubber swollen ankles and stuff like that, I definitely feel like they wouldn't be anybody without them. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure they produce other shows, but do we know those other shows they produce? Because
Yes, it was the
I think they
Roseanne
produced
O'Donnell.
the Nick Cannon show, and where's that at?
Okay, but Suzanne came from Rosie O'Donnell show. Okay, and that was a very big hit. Okay, so a lot of
Oh,
these people,
oh, in
yeah.
the '90s, you mean?
Oh, doesn't matter when. It don't matter when. Look at check her bank account. She's still living off of that '90s show and then some. Okay, okay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Hey, I'll take the money from the '90s. You right, you right, you
Thank
right.
you.
Sebastian, go ahead and sound off.
Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Okay, are you about to cry?
No,
Okay,
no. They messed up big time. Okay, they messed up big time. How the hell, in what world, does a black woman sit on a seat that was provided to her by another black woman to have a platform or a voice to literally have a show for the first 50 minutes and give the last 10-minute tribute to Wendy? Hell no, 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 no. It does not work like that. That's not how it works.
right. Because I understand they did like a regular show today,
They did a
right?
regular show, and then just the last 10 minutes, not even 10 minutes, 6 minutes goes to Wendy. Because I looked at the time, because I was looking at the time. It was 10, because I'm in New York. That show airs at 10. It was
Uh huh.
10:52, and it went to commercial, and then it came around back around like 10:54. That's what I was looking at the time. In what way do you do this to this woman? She okay, and all these other producers who don't want to talk about it. Well, y'all are getting your pay cut in September, mind you. That they're getting a massive pay cut due to it not being the Wendy Williams show anymore,
Hmm.
due to it being the Sherri Shepherd show that has no fame or popularity. That's what it's gonna happen.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
I.
Sebastian,
Oh, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, didn't you feel like when they said they were going to wait until the last day to do a tribute, that that felt like, quote unquote, the last 10 minutes? Like they've been saying goodbye to Ellen for like the last month. I know that when
Exactly.
Oprah left, they said goodbye to Oprah for a whole year. They had the whole 25th season was a farewell goodbye to Oprah. So when they waited to the last day, I knew that was going to be some nonsense and a slap in the face.
Oh, for Oprah?
No. For Wendy,
Oh,
I
for
knew that
Wendy
it was
because of,
going.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
if
Got
they
it,
were
got it,
going
got
to
it.
just give it a day, that was a slap in the face to begin with. Because Oprah had a whole year, Ellen had a whole month, if not longer. You know,
Right,
it was set up wrong from the door.
I also want
right.
to say
I
another
would.
thing.
Oh, go ahead, Sebastian. I'm sorry.
Um, what irritates me the most is like the show is not even mentioning Wendy at all. Like Jason Lee even said this. She went to the Met Gala after party. They didn't even mention her tomorrow or anything. You know what?
Right.
I think the show they cut ties with Wendy earlier on this month.
Right. They
That's what
already
they
exited
did.
her out. Like, how did
That's
they not mention that she was at the after party? Wendy was looking good. You
she
know
was
what I
looking
mean?
good
Like,
up
they
and
could have
everything.
mentioned, like, oh, look at Wendy looking, she looks healthy. She looks this, she looks that. They didn't say shit. They ignored it.
Hmm. Well, I saw that one comment, and I just want to make sure that I'm clear what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with them moving on because the way Wendy's been sick, and I don't think that she's up to doing this job at this time any longer. And like the comment said, people do have bills to pay, you do have contracts, and you have
Mhm.
sponsors, and you have to keep the show going. I have a problem with the way they did it, the way
Right. The
in which they
execution was
went
poor.
about it. That's the problem I have. It's obvious to Duck it was time to move and do something different. In this
Mhm.
case with Wendy because of her health. But
Right.
you
I
don't tell me
agree.
this woman's sick for a whole year and then you kick her while she's down and just roll her out the door and disrespect her and all that other stuff. That's
Mhm.
what I take issue with.
Yeah. Well, they had a whole year to plan this out and execute it right. Casey,
Exactly.
go ahead.
From what was supposed to happen, because they filmed the last episode last night.
Hmm.
Wednesday they were supposed to do a whole hour for her, but I guess something happened with production and there was a lot of infighting from what my sources were saying. So that's why they did the whole little 5 minutes. So they taped the whole hour tribute for her, and then they had to come back and retape what they did today.
Oh,
I
wow.
call bullshit on that. Y'all been doing how many shows for how many seasons for how many years over how many decades, and y'all couldn't put together a
A
1 hour
proper
damn
tribute.
show. Bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit.
They
I
do
look
what they were
that.
doing.
I agree. I agree with Alva's mom, but hey,
Yeah,
it
that's
was a
just
slap in the face.
the excuses that they're giving.
The
What's up, all the
lies,
smoke?
the
How you doing?
lies. Yeah,
Hey,
What's up,
now you
Smoke.
y'all?
insult
What's
my
up,
intelligence.
y'all?
Hey, Smoke. Oh, I
All
want to
the
say
smoke.
another
What you
thing.
want to add to the show?
I mean, are we honestly surprised by how they did Wendy? I mean, Wendy has spent the most of her career slinging mud at other people, airing out their dirty laundry, and doing the most underhanded, lowbrow things and saying
Well,
about
that's her
people.
job. That's her job.
Guess what? Karma
We
has a
can't
way of
disrespect
revisiting
her
you,
for her
doesn't it?
job.
You're right, because
Oh,
karma is an itch.
oh, smoke. You saying this is her karma?
In a way, I mean, yes, you can. I mean, granted, if it's your job, I understand that, but it's like you can't do bad to people and not expect it to come back to you in full view or full range. So, unfortunately, like she didn't get the send off that she deserved, but it's kind of like you said a lot of stuff about a lot of people, so I don't think anyone's really, batting an eye or really, crying about it.
But you don't think that those people need to rub her swollen ankles and say, thank you so much for everything that you did for us? Because, I
especially
don't want to talk
when
about the 90s, but we ain't talking about the 90s. We talking about that's
No,
but
But
you don't
right
think
is
they need
right
to
and
rub
wrong
her
is wrong.
ankles?
And
she did on people a lot, especially what she did to Whitney Houston when Whitney Houston was at her lowest. I'm kind of
Oh, that
like
interview.
not only that interview, but just even before Whitney passed, she was still slinging mud on her name, and then had the nerve to have this whole tribute show and try to compare her crack addiction with Whitney. But it's like
right,
Whitney never spoke on you. If anything, if Whitney had gotten to know you, she would probably spoke in life, being like, "You can beat this." But the fact that you chose to date people at their lowest, I can't really, feel that bad that you didn't get a proper send off on your show after you've been absent for a whole year.
Ooh,
Well,
Casey, you
I
feel the same
mean,
way?
look what she did to Judge Mathis.
Mm.
Y'all forgot about that, right?
Oh, I remember that
I didn't
She
forget
too.
did a
about
lot
that.
to a lot of people, but AT2, I'm gonna need you to calm down with the 90 jokes because guess what? You wouldn't have the 20s without the 90s, okay? And guess
Look, you
what?
better preach
You
out
Talk
the
sure
about
wouldn't
box.
have no
who
YouTube
Suzanne,
if the people in the
Norman,
90s
nobody
wasn't here
was
putting in the
until
work.
now.
But
Exactly.
you wouldn't be able to be up here on YouTube in this format had it not been for people in the 90s putting in the work that we did back then, okay?
Right,
Okay.
But
but at the
look,
same time, Autumn, you gotta be real with it. Who did you know who Suzanne was before Wendy?
It's not I when I did not, but I didn't know a lot of people because there was no social media back then.
thank
Okay.
you.
Also,
We
So I
had AIM
wasn't
back
going
then.
back
Right.
What are you talking
looking, yeah.
about?
So I wasn't looking up people's resumes. But when Wendy's show came out, she made it a point to saying that Suzanne and her husband came from Rosie O'Donnell show, and I used to watch that show. So all I'm saying is their work followed them. It wasn't that you knew who these people were necessarily. We just became nosy and got all in people business and thought their business was our business and we need to know everything about them.
Yeah. But
But
let me ask Sebastian because I didn't ask them. Do they need to rub her feet and her ankles?
okay, they don't have to, but there's a certain level of respect you must give to someone who's done good by you. Okay, like there's people I'm not friends with today, but the fact that certain things that they've done for me in my life, I will always respect them. If they're ever down in a moment, I will always help them. So that's what they need to do.
Right. They got to. I just feel like there's a certain level of respect and I'm just kidding about rubbing and sucking toes and stuff like that. But I do feel like there is a level of respect for thank you for the platform you gave us. And now
Exactly.
we done took it and now we're going to the Sherry show.
And
But
mind
thank
you,
you.
that
But my,
Wendy was only one of the few, I think, TV hosts who actually included her staff in
Right.
her things. Like most of them don't. Like there's some of these hosts that we never seen who their producers look like or anything.
Right. Like
mhm.
I can't tell you that I watch a whole bunch of daytime or late time TV, but I think Wendy is the only one where we know a name to these people. They're not like just like nobody, like we know a
The
name to
producer,
these
they're not like
people, you
good
know?
But in all
producers.
fairness, Wendy needed them on camera. Like she needed Norman to feed her information so she could stay on topic.
Mhm.
Suzanne, she used to dig in her behind and sometimes embarrass her on TV. And that's how because at first she was just the crowd hyper, someone to get people to clapping and stuff. And then Wendy started talking to her and stuff like that. So it was a little different. But you know what, AT2, sometimes respect is something as simple as being quiet. So when Suzanne, you said on
Mm.
TMZ, walked away and said nothing, sometimes it's better to just say nothing than to either lie or put 20 on 10. Because I'm not going to tell you something I don't feel. If I don't wish you well, if I don't feel grateful, if I have
Ooh,
animosity towards you, it doesn't mean that I have to share that with everybody. I
Yeah, I
can
agree
shut
with
the
you.
fuck up and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
So
agree with
Exactly.
you.
I appreciate her for that.
But
Oh,
y'all
I
just
Oh,
gotta
okay.
realize that daytime TV is dead. Like there's no coming back. The '90s it was
right.
booming. Now it's like all the original shows are canceled. So daytime TV is
phasing
dead.
out. Yeah.
Is
Hmm.
dead.
it's mostly
Right.
podcasts now. Like
It
radio and
is.
podcasts are starting to reboom back up again. So if she were to get one, not this year, because I don't think she's strong enough for this year yet. If she were to, well, later this year, if she's strong enough to get one, maybe next year she could be on a good podcast or something, and that would work well with her.
Would you listen to her if she did a podcast?
I don't really listen to podcasts, but if it's for Wendy, of course I would.
Okay. What about you, All the Smoke? Would you listen to her podcast?
I mean, I'll click in here and there. I mean, podcast is like a popular format where we're just all, I'm not so always about it. Just for me, I think we're all on the go and everybody's so busy. So podcast seems like an ideal way to kind of still catch up on the latest news or gossip, whatever is your fancy.
Right, right. And would you listen to her if she had a podcast?
I'll give her a chance. I'm all for giving everybody a chance.
Yeah.
AT2 and Strickland, she has been putting some nice comments in the comment section, and you need to start from all the way at the top.
Oh wait, I
All
gotta
the
start
way.
all.
Oh God,
All the way.
Sebastian.
Keep going.
That's Sebastian's friend, by the way. Anne Strickland, she's
No,
here on
I
behalf
love
of Sebastian.
Anne. I love her. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to go back up to the top and start reading her comments. But yeah, I you know what I think is that Wendy probably should have went live at the same time as the show and
That
just
would have
like
been
just talk
shady.
to the people and stuff like that, and then totally threw off the show.
That wouldn't be good, AT2. That would have been shady. And then you would start hearing Sherri fans be like, oh my god, that is so disrespectful to Sherri Shepherd. Sherri Shepherd has done so much to work where she is right now. No, she didn't, but she's done so much, and now it would have been so shady and disrespectful if she did do that.
But also,
So,
AT2, I don't think Wendy would have done that because we would have saw her wet nurse or whomever behind her trying to
Not
make
the
sure she's on,
wetness.
that she's on the right, she's saying things right or articulating her words. So I don't think Wendy's that lucid yet.
Okay, y'all might have a point with that. And what I'm gonna do is go ahead and let Casey say the final word. Casey, what do you have to add on? Are you going to first of all, are you gonna watch the Sherri show or would you listen to a Wendy Williams podcast?
To be honest, neither.
Exactly.
For the simple fact, for the simple fact, Wendy's not well, so she shouldn't be doing no podcast. And Sherri, she just Denmark Mercury gonna end up doing Sherri like he did Nick and Wendy. So
Right.
it's just no. There's
Damn.
nothing to do. So yeah, no.
If everybody wants a break, please give my girl Jennifer Hudson a chance.
yes.
Oh
She
yes,
has a
J
new,
J Hood,
she
J
has a
Hood,
new
Hood.
Yes.
talk
I'll
show
watch
coming out. It's not going to be a Wendy Williams type thing. But however, my girl just made it to be an EGOT. Okay,
The
Yes,
youngest
yes.
one at that,
from her.
mind you, the youngest EGOT winner.
And I'm
Thank
gonna say
you.
this one thing: she's the only greatest actress who has the EGOT. Okay, she's the
No.
greatest. I don't
No.
like Whoopi that much. I don't
Oh,
like
the
them that much.
greatest.
Whoopi was
Greatest.
first. Whoopi was
You would
first.
put her above Whoopi?
Yes, I do.
Nah.
Whoopi has
No.
deteriorated and has been saying some weird stuff on The View now. I don't like her anymore. So it's J Hud
I mean,
all the
Whoopi
way.
been saying weird stuff for years. It's just that we're getting it live on TV. So she ain't changed
Right.
that much from the 90s.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
past.
Whoopi is gonna always be Whoopi, so y'all can take
Right.
that from
I'll
her.
tune into the
So.
Jennifer Hudson show. I just don't know what to expect.
If she's not bringing any shade or any like good reads,
But that's not
she's gonna
her.
die off.
That's not her character, though. That's
Yeah,
not her
don't go there
character.
I just
looking for
don't want
that.
her singing I Am Telling You. I do not want her singing that damn song the whole
You do not-
show, you
you
know?
do
Yo,
Listen,
all
if
J
Kelly
Hud fans, stand up, J Hud fans, because we about to bust this show wide open.
I
Thank
will.
you.
But one thing is, you don't
If
get a
Kelly
daytime show.
Clarkson can have a show and it be picked up over and over again, I think we ought to support our girl and give her a chance. But don't go
100%.
there expecting Wendy that or anybody like her. Let's see what she's giving and give her an honest chance.
But do
Right.
anybody
Whole
watch
different
Kelly
show, whole different
Clarkson?
platform.
Wait, say this. Casey, what did you just say?
What Casey say? No. What Casey say?
Do anybody watch Kelly Clarkson? I tried, and I'm like,
I
this
don't.
is a train wreck.
I
This is
don't.
a train wreck. Mm-mm.
I haven't watched it, but somebody's watching because she won an Emmy and they keep picking it up. So somebody is watching her. You know what I
Didn't it
mean?
win like
Somebody.
costume design? I don't think it won like best talk show, right?
Exactly.
That was supposed to be shady. I'm sorry.
I ain't got one of them, so
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate
Can I
y'all.
say
Thank
one
you,
last thing?
Casey. Thank you, Smoke.
Right.
Thank you,
have a
Sebastian.
good
Thank
day.
you, Autumn's
y'all.
mom.
Bye bye.
All right, y'all. So final words. In the words of Wendy Williams. Damn, I forgot the damn clip. I should have played it for y'all. Wendy is an icon. She's a legend. And she is the moment. Like I said, even with me being on YouTube, doing this whole celebrity gossip and stuff like that, I have to thank the pioneers that came before. And Wendy Williams was one of those pioneers. So I definitely have to thank her and just say, hey, I appreciate you for what you have done. You were the original Hot Topics lady that got all the information from directly from the people, not from online or looking up different stuff. You know, you got the source directly from the people. Now, I know this wasn't exactly like the perfect ending. However, I feel that when you are ready to tell your story and you are ready to share your story, you will definitely let us know the real. You'll let us know what's going on, and you'll let us know, like, hey, I'm doing good. I thank everybody. And hopefully one day, you know, hopefully this isn't the last of Wendy. You know, hopefully this isn't the last. However, I hope that she is able to make a statement and go out on top, because for her to be on for 13 years and have a successful show, whether, you know, she was fighting with Omarosa, you know, laughing, shit, falling out her chair, forgetting her words, you know, whatever Wendy was doing, she was always a hot topic herself. She even went through the situation with her ex-husband that was horrible. Yes, you know, I did blame Wendy for, you know, that whole situation and her staying in that relationship, but she did what she felt that was best for her. And at the end of the day, whether we like it, hate it, love it, we have to respect it. And Wendy, you are an icon, a legend, and the moment. Thank you for being you, and thank you for paving the way. All right, y'all. So we came to the end of our show. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, if you want to become a member, you definitely can. I wanted to let you guys know too before we end. So the 2 higher tiers, you do get a discount for the StreamYard classes. As you guys know, some people wanted to know how do I do StreamYard, how I do this, how I do that. So I will. So I am still teaching StreamYard classes. So with the 2 higher tiers, you do get a discount for the StreamYard classes. So that's also another benefit. I forgot to mention that too as well. But just thank you everybody for rocking with me. Also, thank you for getting me to 12K. I couldn't have done it without any of y'all. So definitely thank you. Deuces. We out of here.
Before I continue with my message, thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.